the threshold into a realm where reality's boundaries are as fluid as a waking dream. This is a place where the ordinary becomes extraordinary, where the known mingles with the unknown, and where the human spirit faces its deepest fears and boldest aspirations. This is a dimension where the impossible dances with the plausible, where the known mingles with the unknown, and where you are going to find yourself lost in the realm we call the Twilight Zone. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. Dear travelers, before you stand a grouping of individuals. They look normal, perhaps like yourselves. But if you have been to the Twilight Zone before, you probably have come to realize that things are not always as they appear. Tonight, we will show 2 episodes. Our first episode will focus on one of these people. In order for us to move forward, I must have your participation. Let us practice. I will ask you a question. When I count to 3, you will respond with the answer. So as a test question, I shall ask you, on the count of 3, what is your favorite number between 1 and 10? 1, 2, 3.
7.
That was astounding. It's the first time we've had practical, unanimous agreement that the best number is 7. Excellent. Another question for you. On the count of 3, please shout out your favorite food. 1, 2, 3.
Pizza.
Excellent. Excellent work. I think you are up to the task. Of the people that you see in front of you, please think carefully and tell me which of these individuals we shall focus our first episode on. Please look at the person and try to provide some sort of distinguishing feature. Perhaps it is the color of their hair or their garment that they are wearing. On the count of 3, please identify which of these individuals will be the focus of our first episode. 1, 2, 3.
Black white dress.
Let me focus over here for a minute. I heard dress. Let us try one more time. 1, 2, 3.
Black white dress.
I believe I heard gray dress. Excellent choice. We will focus our first episode on this person in the gray dress. Before we proceed, though, I need the assistance of one brave traveler. One person who is bold enough to step on stage with me just for a moment to select from these cards. Do I have a volunteer? I see a hand. Yes, thank you. Hello. And what is your name?
My name's Chase.
Chase? You look so familiar to me. Chase, I would like you to think carefully and choose wisely from this stack of cards, because whatever you choose here will shape the next 45 minutes of this person's life.
I understand.
Okay.
No.
I'm not going to switch. I know the trick.
Please show your fellow travelers.
Supernatural.
Chase, have you ever experienced any supernatural events yourself?
No.
Then tonight shall be your first episode of experiencing supernatural events. Chase, thank you very much for your courage, and please extend a warm hand of gratitude. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's episode will be based on the supernatural. Somehow, at some point, this individual will be affected by, or perhaps is already affected by, something supernatural. I'm going to ask for your help again. I will count to 3, and I wish for you to please describe what sort of supernatural element, event, episode, person, quality, whatever it is, please tell me what it is. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. This side, please. 1, 2, 3.
A Randy
Did you say mannequin?
A Randy man.
A Randy mannequin. I know what you mean by that. And the nature of our show will take that as a mannequin named Randy. Please enjoy the first episode of tonight's Twilight Zone entitled She Who Moves.
Diana. Oh, hi, Betsy. Hi, Frank.
Hey.
How do you like it? I just finished this newest display for the department store.
You're an artist.
I wouldn't say that, but I am.
Wow.
It's so lifelike, right?
Is this one of the new models?
It is. We just got it in today. I just thought this cardigan was the perfect touch for the fall collection.
He almost looks real. Quite handsome.
Betsy, he's a mannequin.
I know. I'm just saying, it would be nice to have some of these kind of looking men around here.
Right?
Well, I'm here.
Yes, Mark, you are here.
Ouch.
It's Frank.
Frank.
Anyways, I really hope Mr. Jones likes the mannequin display. I'm really hoping for that big promotion.
Oh, I'm sure he'll like it. After all, you did it, and you're an artist.
Can I tell you guys something?
Yeah.
It is my dream to be a fashion designer, to take the designs to the runway, and I don't know, somehow putting clothes on a mannequin just makes me feel that one day I'll be putting clothes on real models.
You can put clothes on me if you want.
Thanks, Frank.
Frank.
Anyways, I just feel like something might be missing. I don't...
Maybe a hat?
Maybe. I know. A distinguished cigarette. Oh. Perfect.
That was just the touch it needed. Hey, anyway, I don't know if you saw it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, but they're having the company party on Saturday night.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that, but you see, I'm not very good at parties, and I know Mr. Jones will be there, and I just really want his approval, and I'm so scared I'm going to screw everything up.
Oh, well, it's a great way to get his approval to go to the party and have a good time, and I was just wondering if you didn't have anybody to go to the party with, if maybe you and I could go together.
Oh, Frank, that's really nice. You know, I think I'm going to sit this one out.
Oh. How about now?
Still, I think I'm not going to go.
If I looked like that, would you go?
Yeah.
I understand. You know something? I'm a real man and he's not.
That was awkward.
awkward.
He's always had a crush on you.
Really?
He talks about you all the time when you're not around.
What does he say?
I mean, at first I just thought he was kind of lonely, but he actually really does see you. He talks about how good you are at setting up the mannequins and the displays.
He was right though. He looked like this. That would make the difference.
That would just make the difference. For Betsy McCormick, age 30. A retail designer for a large department store who wishes, rather, to be a fashion designer, and who wishes that a real man could look like that. Because it is things like that that make all the difference in the Twilight Zone.
Well, you could probably have your pick of any guy around here.
Well, I'm gonna stay focused on impressing Mr. Jones and starting my fashion line.
You got this. Oh, I gotta run. I'm actually gonna go to that dance later, but I'll see you there maybe.
Have fun! If only he was real. If only.
And Mr. Jones? I just thought you ought to know that there's an employee that you might be overlooking a little bit. A real brilliant woman, Rebecca.
Rebecca?
Yeah.
Why would you think I should pay more attention to Rebecca?
Well, it's just that she's a real good mannequin dresser, and she has aspirations. And I think it would serve the company well if you paid attention to her. I mean, I think she could be a real asset. And I'm not just saying that because I have a crush on her.
You're new on my floor. What's your name?
Oh, my name is Frank.
Frank, pour me a drink. Why don't you pour yourself one while you're at it?
Me?
Frank, I like the way that you came into my office. Shows moxie. Shows courage.
I never poured a drink before.
Ah, looks like then you'll graduate to being a man. That's enough. Now take half of that in that glass and pour the other half in yours. Got a shaky hand, got a steady hand. There you go.
That sounded like pee.
Now, what kind of woman could resist a man who makes interesting observations about bodily function?
Frank, how old are you?
Oh, I'm 38.
38. What did you imagine you'd be doing at this age by this point?
Well, I suppose you'll laugh at me, but I always wanted to be a jockey, you know? Getting out there on a great big horse, wrapping your legs around those big, meaty, muscular flanks, kicking it with the spurs, and zooming off into the distance, around and around and around, and then you win, and you get to go to the winner's circle, and they have flowers, and people are taking your photographs, and the girl of your dreams likes you.